fuck with and dip and all that. There was a time where I'd chew gum for hours and hours and hours. My jaw. I felt like my jaws would like get workouts too.
I chew gum now.
Strengthen.
Yeah. Welcome to the Kelly Patrick Show. Thank you so much for tuning in.
I got a caveman here.
Neanderthal.
In today's episode, I am joined by, we have a full house in studio. I have second time guest, Anthony McCormick.
Yes.
Yep. We did the one episode that was kind of brief. It was over the phone. I don't think we didn't have the best connection, but it's nice to have you in person.
Nice to be here. Thank you.
And it was enjoyable to watch you fight.
Thank you.
Yep.
Oh, you were announcing that night.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't wait till it drops on YouTube and I can watch that.
Charger Higdon, Brandon Hard Rock Higdon's son, gets to choose one fight per card that he wants to join us for commentary on, and he chose that one. And so it was kind of a funny commentary, I bet. Him and I were joking around a lot. And stuff.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah. It was an entertaining fight.
It was a really fun fight. It was probably the most fun I've ever had in a fight.
Love it. Also in studio, of course, BJ Ferguson, returning guest. Also Damon Bell. Thanks so much for coming back in. But we have Mr. Travis Hudson, who had a very big win. What's his nickname? What's this guy's name? Does he?
Moose.
Okay, who is this guy? Travis Hudson. Did you start out amateur 0-2?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's your story as an MMA fighter? Because it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I started off 0-2, and then I took like a little 9-month break.
That's right.
Just focused on jiu-jitsu, doing like tournaments and stuff like that. Came back, won 4 in a row, all submissions, and then I fought Elijah Woodruff. He was like 15 and 16 in the country or something, and then I fought Keaston McLean, who was 1 in the country, to close out my amateur career. Fought 2 times pro, lost 2 decisions.
Second one was a split decision.
Yeah,
right?
last one was a split decision, and then we got an opportunity to fight a guy from American Top Team. That was a 2-time boxing D1 champ from Penn State, and we said yes and went out and got the tub. So, yeah.
Was that an experience, BJ? You've cornered a lot of interesting events. Where does this rank?
Oh, that was like I told Travis. I was like, that's got to be top 3.
Okay.
Maybe it's you know what? Because the fucked up thing is this has happened before too. I believe we would win. No doubt. Like
how big of an underdog were you?
A lot bigger. It was a big underdog, but it was way bigger when I actually fucking got there. And I was just like, I remember like we was like getting the fucking like before the fighters meeting, and they're like, "Who's he fighting?" And we're like, "Oh, it's Moose," and they're like, "Oh." And I was like, "What the fuck, dude?" Because I watched like the videos, and he didn't look that great to me.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying. In the video, he looked beatable to me. You know what I'm saying? I was like, "Yeah, you can beat him," but then we got there, and we was like, fuck, dude, he's got all the fans. It was like Moose t-shirts and like people were just fucking.
Yeah, it was deep.
But they were already and another thing too, like the attitude is what kind of got me. Like he had he was actually a nice guy. It was all said and done. His team, they was very respectful, But, it's a little easier to be humble when you lose.
A little humble.
But like But before that, man, everybody was out there like slapping, taking pictures, slapping hands. They acted like they was already won. But it was good.
Anthony, tell us about your fight. It looked to me like you were using a lot of body shots with the jab, lead body shot to set up a big right.
Yeah,
repeatedly.
Yeah,
I mean, you did other stuff too, but
yeah, I like going to that body just because it's a safe punch. Like the only real danger I have is that left kick, like that really left or that knee. But you have to really time it well. And so I usually get away with it a lot because I can stay long and I can still touch them. And like how you said, and we was practicing it in the back, how if I land that to set it up. So after that, I would look down and then I would come up and try to land that 1-2. A lot of leg kicks as well that I used in that fight.
That's right. There was a lot of leg kicks.
A lot of leg kicks. And he didn't do that at all. He kind of just headhunted. So I feel like that was the biggest difference in that fight is he was just coming at my head. Even the kick he threw was just kind of at my head. And I really worked the levels. I went to the body. I was kicking his legs. And that kid was tough though.
Were you
Kid was
guys
tough.
talking shit to each other during the fight?
Yeah, in the third round.
Quite a bit. It was pretty entertaining.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
when Charger and I started being like, "What the hell's going on here?" Like you started laughing and
Yeah, I hope that comes out. That's why I can't wait for the YouTube video
Yeah,
to
yeah,
see if
yeah.
I can actually like hear it, because I was definitely talking shit. I was like, "Come on!" Like
that's
you
what
can
you were
see
doing.
me
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
gesturing him, because I dropped him in the first round, but I didn't know how hurt I had him, And so when I got someone up against the cage, I'm just gonna take advantage and I'm gonna just beat him up. And I feel like that's what I did. I was kneeing his legs a lot. I was kneeing his body, and I was like, I'm gonna just take this because this is my game. I can wear him down. I can beat him up. And he just took everything pretty
He was
much.
tough.
He was very tough. He was very tough.
He was tough, and he was athletic, and he was
Yeah.
long, and,
Yeah.
and that seemed like not a bitch.
No, definitely not a bitch. He
No,
was tough,
no,
but
no.
he wasn't as strong as I thought he was gonna be. Like when I felt him in that clinch and I got
Okay.
to grab him, it was like a big confidence boost for me. I was like,
Okay.
"You're never gonna be able to take me down, and you're not gonna be able to manhandle me." Because you did look like
Did you tell him that?
no, I didn't tell him.
What type of shit did you? What type
I
of
didn't.
shit did you say? Any personalized shit talk other than like, "Come on"?
No, I don't think I said nothing like that. Honestly, thinking right now, I don't really remember.
Okay,
to be
that's all
honest.
right.
Yeah, I don't really remember.
Travis,
exactly
have
what I was telling
you Ed, Damon, BJ, you guys tell me, you guys ever gotten involved in some serious in-fight shit talk?
Oh yeah. Well, every time one of the guys fight, first round I don't do it so much, but I'm yelling for my guy to listen and for the opponent to hear what I'm saying, because I want him to listen to me over his coach. And then when I'm listening, I'm kind of seeing what's going on, the way it's playing out. When our stuff's working, because usually the striking works exactly how I say it's going to work before the fight.
Yeah.
It usually, not always, but it goes pretty damn close to it. And then they're thinking, oh shit, I'm getting pieced up when I do this. I'm getting pieced up when I do this. They'll stop listening to their own coach, and now they're listening to me. And that's where I want them listening the whole way, because he's got a plan. He already knows what to do when we go in there. We work it through all the whole camp. He knew what he was going to do. He's going to go to the body. He was going to work the levels. Wasn't going to shoot unless it was wide open in there, but controlling the clinch, pepper them, disrupt them, make them want to fucking quit. But
It looked like you were dictating the where the fight was
Yeah.
for the most part.
yeah, he almost shot though once.
Huh? I dropped down. I didn't shoot on him, but I was in the clinch and I dropped down. I was just seeing if he was like gonna quit. You know what I mean? I was like, is this guy gonna break? Like, and I grabbed the back right here. I didn't really put no oomph into it. I just dropped. They're yelling, no, and then so I just come right back up. I'm like, okay.
Why no?
Well, only because when you're winning the whole time on your feet, there's no point in going. We don't know what he can do down there yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know what Anthony can do, and I'm confident in him, but I don't know what the other guy can do.
Okay.
I haven't seen enough of him on the ground. We've seen him doing takedowns, but we didn't see enough. So I'm thinking we're safe here. We're winning.
Yeah.
He's getting sucked into our game. Now he's talking back to Anthony. So now he's not listening to shit. The only time he was listening is when he was in the corner and you were kneeing the fuck out of him right in front of his coaches. That's when he's listening to his own coaches. But when he was over with us and you're talking shit, he wasn't listening to nothing.
Okay. So my next question, and I'll ask the question to Anthony, and then I'll ask the same question to Travis. In your last fight, tell me about the time you got hit the hardest. It's a good question, huh?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Dickhead question.
I don't feel like I really got hit that hard though.
Okay.
To be honest, if I'm being honest, like you pick your battles, you know what I mean? So me standing there and banging with him and like being like, come on, was because I feel like he didn't really hit that hard.
Okay.
Like whenever we got close and like even when he had me on the cage and he's throwing, like nothing really felt like dangerous, if that makes sense. Like he was connecting on some things that he was throwing, but nothing really was like, oh my God.
There was a
this
period
guy hits hard.
early in the first round, maybe, where it looked like it was kind of maybe close.
He like came at me, but a lot of those, like I weaved a lot of them. You know what I mean? Like nothing landed like really close.
It'll be an exciting fight to watch when the video comes.
Yeah,
out.
I've rewatched it like 30 times already.
Without the commentary.
Yeah. Well, just like videos of people that like they recorded and stuff
Okay.
like that. So I've got to see it and from different angles and everything like that. Yeah, I'm excited to rewatch it.
What could you improve on watching that fight back?
Being more aggressive. I feel like I dictated the striking like a lot, and I think I could have done that more, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Travis, tell me about the time in your most recent fight where you got hit the hardest.
Well, I wouldn't say like this last fight, I didn't feel like anything was super, super hard. It's going to sound like contradicting because I got dropped, but like this flying knee, he like went right to my chest and I like
A
I had
real
like
hard
whole-
knee to the
yeah, I had
chest.
like a whole shit moment, like talking to myself. I was like, oh fuck, like I was
Did-
pretty close. And then as like I'm squaring back up, I got caught with the right hand, and it
Dropped
was
you.
so fast, But it like nothing really like hurt me or anything in there. I would say it would just like surprise me.
And then he swarmed you when you went down, and you ended up winning the scramble.
No, he
It
like
ended.
yeah, he like tried to fucking blast off.
Yeah,
and
yeah, he
hit me,
kind of
and
got too aggressive. If he would have like been a little more composed,
Yeah, he could have probably got the ref to stop it.
yeah, he probably could have because he
Uh,
like swung like a big like haymaker, like step. Travis kind of stumbled. Travis was hurt, but here's the thing: when you get hit really hard, it doesn't fucking hurt at all.
Yeah.
You fucking teleport, man. Like
Yeah.
let's say, like I've been hit before and been like on the ground and getting up and been like, I don't remember getting hit.
Yeah.
Did it hurt? I don't know. It never fucking happened in my brain. I lost the time, but
So,
like
but that knee felt pretty intense.
I think that the knee kind of hit the shoulder.
Yeah,
didn't
it hit like right here,
but
but
then
I was
he clipped him. Pop,
yeah, I was about
pop.
to like shoot in off of it. I was like, "Ooh, fuck!" Like,
and then
would have
pop.
got me.
Good
And
thing
then-
you didn't shoot a little bit more.
Yeah, he probably would have slapped me. But it's
That's
fucking-
the only time.
That's
in the fight,
timing stuff,
really.
though. I mean, it-
Even though like here's the thing too. That was the only time I was like, oh fuck. We tried it. We was mic'd up, but they took the mics away.
Yeah.
We had mics. Like Rob brought mics, and we was gonna. And something about the Pennsylvania Commission. They seen the mics and were like, no.
yeah,
And I was like, that's
freaking out.
some lawyer
Would you
shit.
guys like to say any good things or bad things about the Pennsylvania Commission?
No, they were pretty
Yeah,
good.
no, they
wasn't
were
they?
chill. Yeah,
Okay.
everything
They
was
gave
good.
us like a lot of time and stuff. And like when the
They didn't
fight
want you to
ended,
be mic'd up. I can see maybe for legal purposes.
well,
or
like the
something.
fight ended, and like we was like trying to get ready. And he's tired, and then they're like coming back there and they got to get the piss.
Yeah, they did.
They
piss
got to
test
drug
me
test
before
you
and
at the
after.
beginning, drug test you and all this stuff. And I'm like, dude, like they was chill. I've been in Kentucky and been like, dude, this dude just fought fucking 5 rounds or somewhere else. I've seen other ones where it's like this he can't piss right now.
Yeah.
Let him drink some water. He's severely dehydrated. And I've seen them being like kind of dicks about it. They was like, hey, when you're
Yeah.
ready.
They're
So we
like
sat back,
chill,
we chilled
yeah.
for like 30 minutes, drunk some water, kind of like went over the fight, got everything right, had a Bang Energy, and then they're like, we're ready. Okay, cool. But like Bang Energy sponsor me.
Fuck.
No, it wasn't Bang
It's
Ghost.
Ghost. Yeah.
This
dude, I gotta
motherfucker.
know, right. But
Either one. He'll take either one.
nah, but like the dude, it looked like he was hitting hard though.
Yeah, but
Like it hurt pop, pop. He was fast as
yeah,
fuck.
he was just really fast.
That's his thing.
Yeah,
He's
big,
fast
big,
boxing. He's a boxer.
Yeah, he was just really fast. But
a couple of them too, like I'd like to watch it maybe. A couple of them were like if they would have got you, boy.
yeah.
Yeah, there was some good little you know how it is when they whiz past and you're like, fuck.
Yeah.
If that one would have
He was
hit.
trying to like you
But-
could tell every grunt, like every hit. He was trying to.
I
every
will
jab,
say
he was
this
trying
for
to kill
me as like a coach's perspective now. I kind of got it wrong a little bit, honestly. Like, not in the sense like I think it could have turned out because I was thinking like, okay, kick the fuck out of his legs. We're gonna beat him up. You're not gonna go for the takedown. I was like, don't go for the takedown initially because the guy probably expects it. I like to go out there and like try to strike with him, wear him down because they've been trained to takedown defense a lot of times, especially if you're a boxer. That's probably your weakness. That's probably where you mostly. But like looking back now after the fight, I think Travis could beat him every time. I think go in there, make it messy, get the takedown, get on his back, tap him out. I think you tap him, you beat him 8 out of 10 times.
Yeah.
I don't think you're under. It's like, oh, this is just a shocking fucking defeat by Moose. He fucked up. I think Travis could beat him every time. That's why it's funny. I even commented that on the video. They had like a little like video like on a podcast. That one I sent you,
Uh-huh.
and it was like,
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
where they was like, oh, Moose has to be the best 1 and 2 professional in the country. And I was,
That was
like,
crazy
no.
hype you were walking into.
I said Travis Hudson is the best 1 and 2 professional. Moose is second. Like, come on, man. You can't just lose to a guy. You're both 1 and 2 now.
Yeah.
That's not how rankings work.
Yeah.
But like it was very fun. I will say that. We went up there, and it was like it was just me, Travis, Trevor, which shout out to Trevor. Trevor was a lifesaver. Helped us make weight. Gotta love Trevor.
He made the trip from Indianapolis.
from Alabama.
Yeah,
Okay.
he flew. Yeah.
He flew.
Yeah. He not his own plane, but he does fly. He's like a pilot now. But anyway,
But you need to clarify
cool
that he
guy.
doesn't own his own plane, though.
he does not. But he is a
It's
pilot.
okay. I mean, he's a nice guy. He doesn't own his own plane.
Not yet.
Okay.
He probably will like in a couple years.
He
but,
probably will.
But Yeah, and then we had Rob, which Rob made the video.
Rob
which
Taylor.
to
Shout out Rob Taylor.
He's an artist.
Magician.
He's a good artist, man.
Man.
Is that who got all those video clips and everything?
Yeah,
the
yeah,
videos
Rob-
are really good.
and
He's
Rob-
done a
yeah,
lot
he
of
does-
good work over
Rob's
the
like
years.
too, like he does tattoos too. He's good.
Okay.
Rob's an artist.
Okay.
You know, Rob's one of them guys. He's an artist.
Oh yeah, he's very,
He takes pictures. He's good.
very good. I like a lot of those videos he's made for Isaiah.
Yeah, yeah.
He's made a couple for you, Travis.
Yep.
Yeah, I told him after he made them videos, I was like, damn, I want to make a comeback just to have a Rob video. I don't even want to fight. I just want a Rob
made it.
video.
It's cool to watch his old Rob videos.
Yeah.
I've seen a couple where they shared like an Isaiah one from 2018 or something.
Yeah, yeah, he did
Rob's
that one.
evolved too. His shit's gotten sick. He's way better with it.
So Travis, looking on the fight, do you see anything that you think you should improve on?
Just probably more volume and longer combinations. You know, like I'll land one or something like that, and if I followed up and really, you know, kept going, I could probably really finish more people on the feet and just have better combinations, I would say. But everything went as planned. Like everything we said that was going to happen really happened. So honestly, it was a good game plan and good execution, to be honest. So
Is there anyone you'd like to call out?
no, I don't really care.
Nah.
I don't.
Fuck all them motherfuckers.
You know what,
I
though?
want them all.
You know what?
Kill
While-
everybody.
One thing we was like there, like went in, you know, it was a good trip. You know, Pittsburgh was kind of cool. It was like I call it like the first time I've been there. It's like a supersized Louisville. You know, the river's bigger, better. Stadiums are bigger, but it was cool as fuck. You know, cool town. Everybody's pretty cool. Money was pretty good.
Yeah.
It was pretty good to walk in there and fucking snatch the cookie out of their mouth. You know,
Yeah.
it was satisfying as fuck. And we was
Oh,
like,
I'm
shit, we
sure.
might just do this. We might just travel and fucking, you know, fuck local. We might just go travel and
Try to
just
play
take
the
people.
upset
Yeah,
upset
Yeah.
road.
They're trying to have
yeah.
me back in 9 weeks exactly. So
I said to you when I saw you when you pulled in, you look thin.
yeah, I didn't get too crazy with it. I'm trying to stay active.
Well, another thing with Travis, like he like kind of alluded to that in the video with like you know, he's like he said, you know, like he's getting a lot of experience. Last fight was 30 minutes. You know, that shit fucking matters, man. It matters. And like, you know, like you're in there, like Travis, you know, fought, you know, already fought, you know, what's it, like almost fucking 45 minutes, you know, in 3 pro fights. A lot of people don't get that amount of time. And then like this guy had all the pressure on him. If you're talking about the last fight,
Oh yeah.
he had all the pressure, and he had a fight. He had one decision. You know, his pro career, he lost. He had one guy he beat in the first round, really fast. So this guy, you know, he ain't fought 1/3 of the time Travis has. Really, he didn't have. He had one amateur fight. Travis had like 6, 8. What?
8.
It's time. That shit matters.
Yeah.
Sure.
And you know, every fight too, especially amateur and like your pro fights. You know, like it's fucking practice, man. It's still live practice to get in there and be like, okay, I know I can do it. Travis know he's got the cardio. Like you don't know you got the cardio to go 3 5-minute rounds. You can think it, but you really don't fucking know till you do it. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
really ain't like, I can do this. And then that changes the game. Because then you're like, I know I can do this.
Mm.
I think I'm tired.
You can go the distance.
I
You
can
know
go
you
the
can.
distance and you know, especially some fights like a dog fight. You know, like the last one and even the Mondelli fight. That
All
was a
of
dog.
them,
That was a
yeah.
fucking grind, and you made it. Okay, now you can actually, when you know you got the cardio, and you can make it, and you know you can handle shit, then you can really start being like, okay, let's game plan.
How many
We
of
can
Tra-
do shit.
how many of Travis's fights have you cornered?
All of them.
Okay, that's what I
I
thought.
think so.
Yeah, day one.
I don't think I missed one. I'd be like, what the
Oh.
fuck? Wish I had a couple. Fuck with you.
Day one.
All right, I'll shift back to you, Anthony. Is there anyone you would like to call out?
Well, I already have a fight scheduled for Oni Fights. It's a kickboxing fight. I'm making my professional debut
Okay.
against Anthony Morgan. I think he's fought my coach before, actually. They fought in an MMA fight. So this is going to be kickboxing. So, yeah.
He's a good kickboxer. He had the hard. So he comes out and fucking hard ass leg kicks everybody, and then he's a pretty good wrestler too.
How tall?
My height, so like
Okay.
5'9".
Yeah, he's short.
He-
So that's a
yeah.
big advantage for me. I do way better against these little guys. No offense.
Yeah, he kicks hard as fuck, and he's flexible. Like he can do head kicks, he can do leg kicks. When I fought him, I went out and I'm thinking he don't kick harder than me. So I went right out and just started smashing his legs. like he does to everyone else. And then I think that just helped me out. And then he tried to wrestle me the rest of the time. Yeah. I think because he was a kickboxer. He kickboxed a lot as an amateur and he wrestled through school and all that shit. And then he just did MMA as a pro. So he was talking to me about wanting to do kickboxing. And I'm thinking, hey, I got another guy making a debut. He did pretty good as an amateur. What about you guys? So that's how we got about that. Same weight. They both have the grunt style. So they'll I think it'll be entertaining to watch.
This is a kickboxing matchup.
It's actually Muay Thai. It's modified Muay Thai. So it's going to be, we're going to have full clinch, no elbows on it.
Okay.
So, but other than that, we'll let the clinch go.
Knees to the head.
Knees to the head, kicks the head, all of it.
This guy standing up really tall. I thought he would shoot on me so I could knee him on the head, but I don't think his head ever. I think it came one time like this in the clinch, and I tried to knee him, and then it never went.
Yeah, you guys weren't doing
below.
any. It was all kickboxing. It was fun as hell to watch. That was an awesome fight to watch.
I will say this, like your guy to me, like before the fight, like I was like, he seemed like a ground guy. But some guys are like wrestlers, okay? Like they're pretty good at wrestling, right? But not so good at jiu-jitsu.
Sure.
So like he might have fought that style, like a taller stand-up style, because he might have been like, this dude's not taking me down.
Well, I'm not gonna shoot on him. That's
but
for
I'm
sure.
saying like, and the opposite thing might be like I've known good wrestlers. Like I've trained with guys that are like, well, they're like fucking D1 level, and I can't take them down, bro. I'm not gonna try, and I can't.
So this guy you fought, you don't know about his ground game. You're still talking about the guy you fought. You weren't going to shoot on him?
No.
Well, we
Just
know he
because
wrestled through middle school and high school.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And the camp that he comes out of is like a big
It's a jiu-jitsu
camp.
school,
Okay,
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
So, and then when I'm listening to his interviews, he was talking about wanting to control it, be a little more aggressive, and then get his takedown. And I'm thinking, okay.
Yeah. He thought he was going to come take me out. But shout out to Brennan. Brennan said that when I hit him with that right hand, that was all going to change. And I think that did happen.
Did he try to take you down?
No, he didn't try to take me down. He came out aggressive in
He
the very
rocked
beginning.
him early.
And I hit him in like the first 15 seconds. I dropped him.
It was a really that was a super.
So and then after
fight.
that, I got him on the wall, and like thinking back now, I'm like, if I could have backed up and just started piecing him up, I might have been able to finish him then. But like I said, having somebody up against the cage wall and you're able to knee him, and I was doing whatever I wanted to him, and he wasn't able to get off. So I don't know if he wasn't getting me off because he was hurt.
Yeah.
Which he probably was, thinking back now. But I mean, in the moment, I was like, I'm just gonna take this. I was doing like I've won whole fights like that. Like my very first MMA fight, I won like that, holding the guy up on the cage, kneeing him in the leg, and then kneeing him in the body. So I was like, maybe this guy will fall too. He did not fall.
He had strong legs too.
Dude, his legs.
He took them leg kicks. He didn't limp. He didn't
limp
wince,
nothing.
nothing.
I was kneeing the fuck out of his legs, and then he would come close, and I wham.
He's tough.
My shin, and he just would take it, and then he would just start walking forward again. I'm like, dude,
some people are tough as fuck.
he's just
dude,
tough,
I'm
bro.
telling you.
He's just tough. But I like knew that. Like that was my whole thing before the fight. I was like, it's gonna be a good fight for me because he's gonna be tough, and he's not just gonna quit. And it's gonna be a good fight for him because I'm definitely like a better fighter than he is. Like more skilled. Like I'm gonna show him a lot more things than like maybe other fights that he's had. I'm not just gonna headhunt and go after your head. I'm not just gonna like shoot like sloppy takedown, try to take you down. I'm gonna kick your legs. I'm gonna punch you in the body.
Work the levels.
I'm gonna work I'm gonna get out of the way.
Sounds like pepper in the body with some shots is a part of the game plan.
Yeah, always. I love
everyone we fight.
Yeah,
always.
So you're saying working the levels.
Yeah.
Because if you decided if he does want takedowns or all that, or if your headshots aren't landing, he's tall. We start getting low, the hands start dropping. Now the headshots are landing. Then he's thinking about up top, and then we got takedowns. It just opens all.
It was certainly
avenues.
working that way. It was a jab to the body, and then just a big overhand right a lot of times.
Yeah, and it worked.
Yeah.
Well, so the hooks weren't working that good on him, but the straights, the jab to the body, the straight right, the jab cross.
Yeah, I guess it wasn't maybe
that was
overhand.
pop.
It was maybe a straight.
Yeah.
Well, you were throwing some overhands, and some of them were landing, but the straights were the ones that were. It was pushing
It was
his head back
crazy
every
how much
time.
punching, how much shit was going on in the fight. And at the end of the fight, right before the decision was read, he was like, looking. He knew he lost.
Was it pretty?
He knew he lost, and then it was unanimous decision.
Yeah.
He did put his hand up though. I don't know if he did that for like more.
No, I watched their body language.
It was a good fight,
Man,
because I was like, I've done that in every one of my fights, so I know I've won.
But you
so far.
won.
Yeah.
Okay. I have a fucking real bad pet peeve with that shit.
With what?
When I see people like I think I seen it a couple weeks ago. And dude obviously fucking lost every round. He's like,
I've seen
brother,
that.
I mean, look, let me tell you, I get it when it's when you got a close round.
Yeah.
And like I'll tell people like, what was your last fight, your last kickboxing match?
Yeah.
And like at the end, something happened and Trey was over here. Trey was like, give him the stool. And I was like, I don't want him to sit on the fucking stool at the end of the fucking fight.
Yeah.
I want him to look like
You look like you won. Look like you got
get
energy.
up and
Sell
walk
that
around.
shit.
We'll sit on the fucking stool if we need to in between rounds, but we're not sitting on the stool after the fight because that's a bad. He thought I was fucking up.
I wasn't that tired.
He thought I was fucking up, and he just seen his buddy tired.
Yeah.
Basically, right?
Well,
But
Trey's fat.
Yeah, but
he's like, oh my God, I'd be so exhausted doing that. 5 rounds.
But what I'm saying is like that. I was like, okay, but like I did that on purpose, bro. I wasn't denying him the stool because I thought he didn't need the stool.
You're cruel.
Yeah, I was like, no, walk around. I mean, your fight wasn't that close anyway. I would have been fucking shocked if but like I can't stand when people do that, man. They'll be like, because every time, like I'll say this, I've won a couple of decisions. I've won a decision I didn't really think I won before. I won one.
Is this the first time you publicly admitted that?
No, I admit it. I don't know, but then
Breaking
sometimes,
news.
but the fucked up thing is like you can. To me, sometimes when the fights are tough, I really can't tell.
Yeah.
Like I've had fights where I'm like, did I win? And they're like, dude, you dominated. I'm like, oh fuck, I don't know.
I can see that.
It was a good
especially
close
if it was,
fight, you know?
If you felt like you did get hit.
But I have had them like I was saying, like I've got my ass beat thoroughly for rounds upon rounds, and been like, there wasn't no question. When the fucking fight ended, I was like, I am the loser here, and let me go home. I'm done. But like, I can't. Yeah.
No, I definitely knew I had it won, especially so I already had my hand up and then they read out unanimous decision 30-27. I was like, I definitely won.
Yeah.
I started clapping as soon as because I already knew it.
I was like, you definitely didn't win 30-27, period. Like that first and second round, you got dominated.
I've seen some fucked up shit though.
Yeah.
For real, I've seen some. Like one time we was in UWC. It was pretty good. John Dodson fought there. Josh was fighting there. It was like a LFA type of thing, like money. Ultimate Warrior Challenge.
Where was okay?
It was in Fairfax, Virginia, like right outside of Washington, D.C. But the money was good. I mean, they had like Chris McCray, it was like 4 or 5 guys that like went to the UFC. Afterwards, but I remember it was Chase Beebe. He actually fought in like WEC. This is a while ago. But his brother, I think he went in the UFC too for a little bit. But then Mike Easton, which Mike Easton actually fought in the UFC too. That's Mike Easton's hometown. It was like the hometown guy. They fought, dude. Dude had his back every fucking like 5 rounds. Like he had his back and couldn't finish him, ground and pound him. This is how the fight went. They would get in a little squabble. Chase Beebe would take his back. He would beat on him a little bit. It was boring and the round would end. This went on for 5 rounds. They fucking gave it to
just
Mike
completely
Easton.
straight up rob.
They ended up being it ended up being like some like shit where they went back and like if you look it up online, it's a no contest. Like they like ended up getting it overturned by these judges were not fit, they had to go back. But I was like, this shit can happen. Shit can happen.
Triumph Combat. Damon, tell me about your gym.
Best gym in the city.
Tell me about it.
So, if we go off last year, we had 18 different fighters in the gym, 18 athletes that competed. We were like 7 different states, 5 different combat sports, 83% wins, 52% finishes, something like that.
I seen you had all the stats on the board.
Oh, man, every single fight. I got your name. I got the promotion, every single fight since we've opened.
Yeah.
And then what round you won in or lost, how you won or lost. So I don't have the exact time, but I put the round 1.
Did they go for jiu-jitsu competitions too? Really, this is kickboxing.
We don't do that
Not
good
just
shit.
kickboxing. It's we do MMA, boxing, kickboxing, Muay Thai, bare knuckle. We're doing it all.
That's right. You guys really are.
Yeah, we was in Texas. Fuck me, him, and Ruben, Trey, Cam. We was all in Texas. 4 weeks ago, something like that.
I saw Ruben at the Hard Rock card.
Yeah.
Is he going to fight again?
I don't think so.
No.
He was talking about retirement before that fight. I kind of think he checked out before
Yeah,
the fight.
I hate when people do that.
Me too, man.
'Cause
And
it's like,
and I'm like,
dude,
let's
like-
get through this. Let's get through
Yeah,
this.
because like I feel like like maybe it don't matter, right? Maybe
Yeah.
it don't matter, but like I think like personally, in my opinion, or in my life, when I had that like mentality, like I know I've went in a few fights and been like I can't lose, even fights I've
Yeah.
lost.
I've done that.
I've been in there like I can't lose. I know I can't lose. I'm like a fucking fighter pilot in World War One. My confidence is all time high. I fight better. I've went into a few fights where like at the end too. I think at the end of my career I would be too analytical. I would be like, my jiu-jitsu is an 8, this guy's is a 6, but his striking's a 9, and I think mine's a 6. I'd overthink the shit too
You
hard.
needed more of the blind confidence.
The blind confidence is
Is
good.
where it's at. Yeah.
And like some people, they feed off of it,
That makes sense. Yeah.
And
In
I think-
warfare, inside the cage,
Yeah, and I
would
think
say.
if you like already know, like okay,
passivity and that
if you
stuff.
already know, like
no
this
space for it.
is my last one.
Yeah.
This is the last rodeo, and you're already like, I think it can hurt your blind confidence.
Well, if I'm being honest, like back in the back, he looked great. The weight cut, I've never seen him struggle like that during the weight. Like he was kind of.
This
I
is
think
Ruben,
that was
Ruben's
that
most
was
recent
Ruben.
bare knuckle.
Yeah, I think that was him kind of checking out because he was struggling and just didn't want to cut the weight. And it took more work. That was probably the hardest weight cut that I've ever dealt with as far as one of the fighters in the gym. Just like the mental aspect of watching him like work through it. You know what I mean? He didn't want to do it. He did it. He gets to the fight back in the back. We're warming up. We had worked the plan for this guy. I've been mimicking this guy's striking style for fucking 8 weeks and getting my ass kicked every day because his style was retarded and there's so many openings. But and Ruben was doing good. He was piecing me up. He was doing great. And the guy did exactly what I had been doing. But Ruben just I think he just checked out. But it happens. Fuck, I'm happy for him. He's got a business. He's got a new wife. So that hole he had when he like needed to fight, I think that's filled in.
Is he doing roofing?
Well, he owns the company. He don't actually roof. I don't even think he knows how. But he sells the roof, gets a crew to do it, runs the crews. He does it all. Like the dude knows what he's doing with that.
He's a businessman.
Yeah, he's good.
The honesty on this episode. We said Trevor is pilot, doesn't own a plane though. Let me clarify that. And then Ruben here,
Well,
maybe
I'm
he's
trying
involved
to-
with roofing. Maybe he doesn't even know how to roof.
You know what?
I don't think he knows how to roof, but he owns the company that
Trevor-
roofs.
Trevor, he will own the plane.
Oh yeah,
I'm
Trevor's a baller.
manifesting.
Yeah.
I
believe
told
you.
Trevor, I was like, dude, we could have just flew up this big.
If you
go and get
just owned a plane, is that
we
what you were
could be
saying?
here in a couple hours, dude. We wouldn't have to drive.
The biggest difference with Triumph Combat, though, that I think in comparison to other gyms is that now we do have a lot of hobbyists in there, but I think we have more fighters than most gyms. Most gyms have a lot of hobbyists, which is great, and then a couple fighters. We have a lot of fighters and, a few. We got hobbyists too. We got a lot of hobbyists, but we got more fighters, I think. And you can kind of tell if you came to like a Sunday sparring. I mean, look at my eye. This is just yesterday. Me and we was getting hard ass rounds. Every once in a while, it's needed. I don't do it with everybody, but I do it with the guys that want the smoke. So, and then you got all these other fighters. Shut the hell up, punk.
They're retarded. I don't engage in that. I just sit there.
Do they go hard, Anthony?
Yeah, they go hard. They're
Well,
dumb.
Some of
I
them
don't know
do.
why they do that.
I
You
don't
guys
do
are
that
idiots.
often. I only do it.
But yesterday you did.
Well, I did it because I told him I get to the gym and I said, "Hey, gentlemen, I got to warm up. Give me a warm up round." And Anthony knows what that means. Usually we're going full speed, but we're tapping.
Anthony's
There's no
intelligent.
intent. He's still healing, so he was just watching yesterday. So we're going full speed. He comes right out the gate, boom, throws a teep in my stomach like a hard one,
who
which
did?
is
Who?
Brendan. He's got an upcoming fight.
He's the
coming.
one.
Hey,
He's
you
the
know,
one.
Brent, you know,
Happy-
You're the
Brendan?
fucking one,
Nope.
Brendan. You fucking.
I don't think so.
Brendan's-
Is he?
You'll
Kickboxer.
see him on the scene here soon.
And
He's
jiu-jitsu.
good at jiu-jitsu.
He's a
Yeah,
bad.
okay.
He's
a
gonna
bad
he just
motherfucker.
wants his striking on, so
Yeah.
you're gonna see him soon. He's gonna make waves.
So
But,
jiu-jitsu is his strength?
Before
He's
a lot
good.
of the guys started jiu-jitsu before they started training striking. with me.
Interesting.
He's
Okay.
pretty well rounded, dude.
Yeah.
Though. Like I wouldn't say like you're gonna have like a. I would say his biggest weakness, if I was to like want to pick on him, it's gonna be his wrestling. And
Yeah,
and
the in between.
I
Yeah.
think he's got like sometimes when you train jujitsu, like I always try to preach this to people, especially in like MMA training situations. Like in jujitsu, there's a lot of conceding positions to, like, oh, this guy's gonna take me down. I better get a good guard, or
Half guard.
oh, he's about to pull me in the guard. Let me try to like do like a little butterfly sweep while I fall back. You know, and like in MMA, there's really no place for that. You know what I'm saying? You can't concede positions.
Yeah, you don't want to be on your back.
But
man.
some people
Fuck
get
that.
He's
caught up-
comfortable on the feet.
but
He's
some people
comfortable on
get-
the ground.
Some people
That's
get
cool.
caught up.
It
in
doesn't
the-
hurt to have real good defense and to have submission games, you know,
Yeah,
as
yeah.
part of your MMA, certainly.
Well, you gotta
Yeah.
have it. You know, it's the same thing I was talking about with Travis. You know, like Travis is a good grappler, and like that shit, you need to be pretty good because sometimes, just like in his fight, sometimes, brother, it's time to put that fucking jujitsu on them, and
Yeah.
you gotta take it. You gotta fucking get them, boy. You got opportunities come, boom, you get them on the ground. You gotta know what you're doing, even because I want to, you gotta produce well-rounded fighters because. Just like they always say, there's a badder dude out there. There's a dude that's gonna piece you the fuck up, and you're not gonna be able to beat him on the feet. So you got to be like, I bet he's not. That's what I always said about myself. Just a fuck around joke. I'd always say if somebody was better than me at striking, they definitely ain't a better grappler than me. Now, if they're a better grappler than me, they definitely,
definitely
a
ain't
better
better
striker.
striker.
Yeah. If you want to find somebody as good at both as me, you're gonna have to look hard.
You're gonna have to wake up pretty early.
Yeah, you have to wake up pretty early and go start. Yeah, but that's kind of like when you're developing fighters too. You don't. It's just what's the word, like fucking redundancies, man. You got to fucking have backup plans for backup plans. You can't have somebody can't fucking grapple at all. That sucks.
Speaking of grappling, BJ, tell me about the Damon and BJ. Tell me about the relatively new jiu-jitsu program.
Yeah, we're doing good. We got good grapplers in there. Like I said, there's a lot of guys. Like Damon was saying, there's a lot of guys going to be coming up. And that like, of course, Anthony, Brendan, a lot of guys in MMA that are there's really good grapplers over there. Alex is a damn good. He's probably one of the better grapplers. That
Malachi's coming.
Malachi is fucking incredible too.
Is that who you're talking about? Yeah.
He's fighting next Saturday.
Oh,
yeah, Malachi is fucking excellent too.
Yeah, he's got that low resting heart rate, so I like.
Yeah,
he's a fucking serial killer, man. I mean, you could beat the shit out of him, and he just keeps that same face.
Oh, they were doing that fucking at the fights.
Yeah,
the last Omni fights they had the doctor was in there doing the heart rate on you. Okay.
Oh yeah.
He got out of the fight, and it hadn't been.
It was still low.
It hadn't been 3 minutes, and it was like 72.
That was the most excitement I've seen out of him. That was the most emotion I've seen out of him. When he won and he's like celebrating, I'm like, dude, act like you've done this shit before. Listen to the doctor. Sit down.
Nah, but I'm excited to be in there. I'm excited to be in there working with the fighters, because I'm a fighter coach anyway.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I definitely want to get like a good jiu-jitsu team going of guys that, and get them competing, especially. But to me, it's all about the MMA.
If you know someone
it's
who
a means to an end. Jiu-jitsu is a means to an end to me. Like, you want to be a good fighter, we got to know jiu-jitsu. That's all. Yeah.
Makes sense. If you know someone who just trains jiu-jitsu at some point and they refuse to do any type of striking, at some point, will you call them a bitch? Would you do that?
I will.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Day one.
You know what though? I don't like it, but that's just a personal thing for me. But I will say this: I feel the same way about striking as well.
Yeah.
I feel like if you're a good striker, don't be a good striker.
Okay, fair.
You don't want to be like a world class kickboxer and then like a fucking high school wrestler rags dog your ass.
Sure.
Like you want to. It's kind of, but like you see that a lot. Like we don't really have that too at the gym, honestly. Like we got a few people that do like just show up just for jiu-jitsu, right? But mostly like on Monday nights I'll do like kickboxing for an hour and then we'll take like a 15-minute break and then we'll do jiu-jitsu for like an hour and 15 minutes. That's how I used to run my shit anyway back in the day. We just have dual classes, But most people just do the striking and then just let's take a little break, then let's do some jiu-jitsu. Yeah.
So Sundays, like a lot of we got boxers, we got kickboxers, we got MMA guys. We put the big gloves on most of the time right in the beginning. It's sparring Sunday, 11 to 12:30, and we're getting our kickboxing rounds. But then at the end of every Sunday, I'm going to get, 3 to 5 MMA rounds, depending on how I'm feeling and who's fighting and what, because they're already started. They all put their MMA gloves on, the bigger ones, and they'll start doing MMA rounds before me. Now, MMA rounds, they'll do speed with the hands, light strikes, light kicks, but the grappling's 100%. So it's like, light on the striking, 100% on the grappling, but we're all getting good rounds. And the big guys come across train with us. Emilio will come in often. Austin Green's in there a couple times a week. So we
BJ, you trying to get rounds in with Austin Green?
oh, BJ, I love watching them too.
I'm
just joking.
What do you mean?
Oh my goodness,
Fuck, I grappled with Alex a couple times, man.
Yeah.
I don't like grappling the big guys.
dude, he's fucking.
I
huge.
do.
I've
I'll
never
go with
done
him.
jujitsu with Austin Green. That would be crazy.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
either.
Yeah.
But like back, like I was saying about Alex, like most big guys too, like he's one of the rare like big guys. Because I will say this, a lot of big guys I know, they neglect jujitsu because they just don't got to be that good at it, I guess.
Mhm.
Apparently. But if you really think about like some of the top guys, fighters, they're good at jujitsu, bro. Like a lot of heavyweights like Fedor, Cain Velasquez, a lot of these guys, We're Doom, a lot of these big
I was
heavyweights.
going to say Verdum.
A lot of these big heavyweights,
all-time leader in wins.
And
Frank
here's
Mir.
the thing: if you're a big heavyweight and you got a little bit of wrestling and you got a little bit of, if you're pretty decent at jiu-jitsu, you can fucking take advantage of a lot of motherfuckers out there. Okay, these big guys ain't they get put on their back, and it's a wrap, buddy. You're gonna tap them out. They ain't ready to grapple. And heavyweights are weird too, though, because it's like you gotta it's a pretty simple operation with a heavyweight. They already hit hard as fuck, especially if they're a true heavyweight like Alex.
Yeah.
Alex is fucking 260. He's a big
Yeah.
dude.
I've
They
heard
hit hard
doctors say that everybody's brain, even Lingo's brain, takes damage similar to ours. Even though he's so much bigger, your brain is still just as sensitive, kind of.
Yeah.
So they're fucking each other up
Well, you
with
gotta
just
be
way
careful with
added
that.
power.
Yeah.
But the one thing they need to do is fucking have good cardio.
Yeah.
If you're fucking,
Okay.
if you're I'm not talking about a guy that's should weigh 170 pounds, but he's 5'9" fighting heavyweight.
Okay.
No.
I've seen
Okay,
plenty of
yeah,
those
that's
for fighting for.
But you know what I'm
That's
saying?
an
You
artificial heavyweight.
You'll see a heavyweight fight, and it's like, okay, one guy is 6'5", 248 pounds, and the next guy is 5'9", 301. It's like, who's gonna win, brother? But like, what I'm saying is like, if these heavyweights, if you're a heavyweight and you can fight 3 5-minute rounds and like make it through and look good,
Truly conditioned for that.
you're gonna be able to get in there and you can survive a little bit. So I would suggest all heavyweights get you a heart rate monitor, start working your cardio. Cardio should be your number one aspect.
But Alex has good cardio. It sounds like.
Well, it could be better, but compared to other heavyweights, it's great.
Okay.
I always tell them in the gym, train like you're a lightweight. Stop standing still. Don't plant your feet. Move.
Yeah, he does move a lot.
He does.
moves good.
And he fights like a little
well.
bit. He'll
Yeah.
sink
He does
down.
seem
He'll
to have good footwork and stuff. Didn't he
Yeah.
play college football?
No.
Oh,
He almost did.
okay.
But he played football all the way up until, and then he ended up, I don't think he went to college. But
Malachi did though, didn't he? He played college football, or was he just good at high school?
not that I know. I think he was just high school too, because he's in the program now. He's in the pipe union. So
Okay.
he's
Who
like
is
working
that?
on welding and shit.
Who?
I think Jordan Tennyson's in the gym. So I mean, I think
Yeah,
He played for
played
Kentucky
ball.
and Louisville. Was he?
Yeah.
Is he training there?
And then
Yeah, he's a big boy too.
I know we do got a
Jordan-
football player.
Jordan's
Another
huge,
one,
yeah.
huh?
Yes.
Yeah,
Fucking
he's.
ginormous, bro. God.
Yeah. I
See how
get,
you feel about
If you're
it?
listening, Jordan, you're a
Imagine how
little
I feel.
guy. Don't you listen to these guys.
Yeah, bro.
I bet you're just like,
Fuck. What did he do that one day? He was like drilling with another guy, and the guy was like, I was
Dude.
like, oh, his back's hurt.
dude, he does that shit to Malachi, bro. When he's like fucking up Malachi, and I'm like, damn, that's Malachi. Dude, Malachi's strong, man. Watch, if he like dedicates himself to fighting, he's gonna be a very good fighter.
Yeah, he's
gonna be
good. He's another guy too. That's like he's a pretty good striker and he's pretty good grappler.
Yeah.
I'd say his grappling, but it's actually his
Yeah.
strength.
Yeah, it is. And when Jordan be fucking him up, like I'm like, oh my god, bro.
He's a hoss. Dude.
Yeah, he's a big motherfucker.
And Jordan's one of them guys. Like he made 205. He's made 205 before when he's lean.
Crazy.
okay, that's right.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
You're not. Like you're not.
How's he going to do against some 5'9" guy who's weighing 205?
Yeah, but what I'm saying, you're not gonna make 185. You'd have to really lean out.
That guy's huge.
You'd have to really lean out.
Yeah.
And a lot of these heavyweights around here too, you got a few that are like, let's say like a true heavyweight, like Marcus Mays. Marcus Mays is a true heavyweight.
Sure.
He can't really. I mean, I think he's made 205. I think he made
Years
light
ago,
heavyweight
he was
years
quite a
ago.
bit lighter. Yeah.
Yeah. But like Alex ain't gonna make 205.
Ever.
Yeah, I don't think
He
so.
never
He's a
gonna make
true- he walks
205.
around.
I've seen
280.
Alex at
Yeah,
240, and I liked him at 240.
Well,
So
240 is probably
Yeah.
optimum.
Heavyweight weight.
Yeah.
I've
I
heard
think
that.
if you look at like the science of it, it's like 230 to 250 is.
Yeah.
And I think the most champs in the UFC
have been around that weight, yeah. Because you're fast, like you said about the damage, right? Like they're still got power. Like if you get hit by a dude that's 240, it's the same as get hit by a dude that's 265. When that fucking missile hits your jaw, you're going down, buddy.
Yeah.
But this guy's faster and got better cardio, and like
better footwork and hitting
you
you
know,
more.
heavyweight, it's always weird to me because like I'm probably just being salty because I'm a little dude. I fought at 45 and 35.
You got to work hard at 35.
But I'm saying I never ever really fought a guy. I fought guys that cardio was kind of shit and they like did their pace. I would say their cardio wasn't ass, but their what did we talk about the other day with the pace? You said it like your energy management.
Yeah. My energy efficiency.
It's what
Yeah,
Travis
yeah.
was saying. Cardio has never been an issue, but he's had an issue with energy management. Come out a little too hot.
That makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah,
I fought guys that have done that and been dog tired. I've never fought a guy that like I see some of these heavyweights and be like, this dude is fucking. He's fighting diabetes. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I see these motherfuckers out there and be like, you shouldn't be fighting, brother. You should be on a treadmill walking and eating a balanced diet. And then now you got to fight this guy that's like trains every day that's fucking 255 pounds, 6'5". Like, the true athletes are few and far between in heavyweight. I've seen more guys that I'm like, yeah, you should be fighting at fucking 170, brother.
I interviewed Mark Hunt twice, and one of the times I asked him his most difficult opponent, he said Stipe was real miserable. Stipe
Stipe's a
supposedly just
true-
beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, well, Steve.
I was like,
that's
oh
the
yeah,
thing
that
about-
doesn't sound like fun. And he must have been like, this guy, what the fuck?
Well, that's the thing about Stipe. Stipe's 6'5",
Yeah.
6'4",
Mhm.
235. Depend. He's had like a little bit of range.
Mhm.
He's the last few fights, I think he was more lean.
yeah.
Getting older, but dude can go 5 rounds. Dude can go 5-minute rounds pretty easily.
Oh yeah,
That's rare.
that's one of the greatest of all time. In
That's
that
what I'm saying.
division.
The
Yeah.
heavyweight, you need to.
That's they're pretty consistent. The ones who are the champs, Verdum, who's up there?
Wait,
Fedor, who's the all-time greats at heavyweight?
I would say,
John Jones.
yeah, there you go. I would say if I was going to go, I'd say Stipe, Cain Velasquez,
Oh, Kane.
Fedor,
DC,
put Fedor
man.
in the-
DC. That
Yeah,
guy's
yeah,
definitely
yeah.
fighting diabetes.
Yeah,
He's got
yeah,
a
yeah.
BJ build
Yeah,
at
yeah.
heavyweight.
Yeah,
That's
man.
crazy.
He's up
I've
there.
been working on it. I've been working on it, brother.
That's crazy.
At
It's okay,
heavyweight,
brother.
dominating motherfuckers.
It's okay. Hey, I like that, man. When your friends fucking make fun of you, dude, it's like
I compared him
it
to
means you're really
DC.
close.
Hey,
Hey,
I compared him
shit-
to DC.
hey,
That's a
you know who did that to me one time, and I was like, damn, this is kind of some real shit that like friends need to do. It was Graham.
Oh yeah.
Graham Gordon was like one time he like fucking, Graham looks like a fucking, he's always fucking ripped. Graham's always looking like a fucking Greek god and shit. And especially then, like this time he was shredded.
Stacked up.
And I forgot what the fuck he said, but he said he like fucking ripped my ass, dude.
Called you fat?
Yeah, he called me fat, but like jokingly, and like everybody, like it was a public call out in front of like, I think he like tapped my shit too. It's worse when they're fucking ripped. If a chubby dude fucks with your shit, you can be like, fuck you, dude, when they're not ripped. But then I was like, I think I was fucking like pushing shit harder. And I was like, damn, this shit is, you got to do this shit sometimes, What's a real friend do?
Yeah.
It's like if you got a friend that's fucking like morbidly obese or something, or like he's fucking drinking whiskey every fucking day, dude. No offense. No offense, Damon. But is it better? It's probably better to like, be honest with these.
Yeah, let
motherfuckers,
him know. I mean,
Yeah,
listen, I've tried this for over a year with Trey, and it hasn't worked at all. It don't work. He doesn't give a
Y'all
damn.
need to quit being mean to him,
What?
dude.
No, we don't.
I tried the soft way. I was like, hey man, because the first fight I ever had was with Trey. You know what I mean? So it was like me, him, Josh, like we were the ones at the gym. So I seen like how he worked or whatever, and I was like, okay, I definitely work way harder than him, but you know, that's all right. He's a heavyweight. He's a heavyweight. You know what I mean? I've never done this before. Like this is all new for me. You know what I mean? I'm over here.
You know,
okay.
everybody works differently, bro.
Yeah. And you know, it's all good. Luckily, I had Jason there. Jason was like still able to like train and everything.
Jason's a fucking
and I'm like,
He's a hoss.
dude. And Jason like fought. What did he fight at? Like 145, 135.
Yeah.
Both.
And so I'm like, if I can keep up with him at my size, I was like, dude, like I'll be unstoppable cardio wise, you know. So I'm like, all right, let me do. And then so we get through those fights, dude. I will say this about Trey: the very first fight, he fought dog tired. He came out, was fine for like 15 seconds, and then he's like this, and then he's like,
He ain't gonna post this podcast.
He fought. I don't give a fuck, Trey. Hey, listen, he knows. Hey, this motherfucker
Trey,
for
no, he's
3
good.
rounds fought like this.
He was hitting hard though.
Hey,
You're
never
hearing
gave
pops with
up.
every
You know, I learned something that day. I was like,
Hard.
dude, you could be dog tired and fight hard still.
Yeah.
Dog tired. Like the mental. He was like,
You
fuck
kinda-
it, I'm
You
tired.
kind of really look like him too when you
Who?
did that little like impression. You were like,
That's what he looks like in there, man. All I need is like a little danglies hanging from me. We'll be identical.
get you some hair jewelry.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Go to a loctician and shit.
Yeah,
Nah,
yeah.
Trey, get more
Loctician.
tattoos. Nah,
Yeah,
he's cool, man. He's cool. But so after I seen how he was working then, and then after that
That's
fight,
what he does though.
after that fight, he just kind of like, you know,
Anthony's like one of them fucking Sour Patch kids.
first
He's
and
like-
sour than the sweet.
Yeah, he's gonna fucking think he's like, but he's got good hair. I like his hair and his tattoos.
Well, he when
But
we were
he's
in
fat.
Texas, he's about to puke, and I'm like, stop the Uber. And then the guy stops and he's like, I can make it to the hotel, coach. And I'm like, go to the hotel. And then we're going. And then as soon as the door opened, he goes, bah! Like right out in the. He can't hold his liquor for shit for as big a guy as he is. And he'll tell you that. We've drank Draymond, Spencer, Trey.
We're talking hella shit about Trey on this motherfucker.
Hey, he ain't posting this.
Oh man.
Trey's
don't
cool
be
as
mean to
fuck.
him.
But we always give. Well, he'll tell you in the gym, I give everybody shit. If
Yeah.
we got a 10-year-old in there who's overweight, I'm going to call him fat boy. Right in front of his mother.
Seriously?
Right in front of his mother. I will.
Yeah.
He'll tell you. Like if we got someone who shows up and they're sensitive or they're gay, I'm going to say, cut that gay shit out. Get to work. I don't care. I'm not looking for new students. New students are great, but I want warriors in there. We're building warriors. And you can't join the army and expect motherfuckers to be nice to you. When you're building a warrior, you got to be mean.
Well, you know, like,
But I love all of them.
especially like young guys too. I think that's really positive, you know, like reinforcement on that level. Like and negative reinforcement. I mean, I'm just saying, like, this dude wants you to win.
I
Yeah.
give a lot of positives after. You know what I mean? You know, when Trey's fighting, I'll be like, get your fucking hands up, fat boy. And then right after the fight was over, I'm like, that was beautiful. That was great. That's the best jab you ever thrown. You know, then I'm gonna give you all the good shit. But
But like
You know.
kids these days, man, they're too sensitive too.
oh,
Yeah.
Like I remember something happened with I forgot who it was sometime. It was like some work shit. And somebody was like acting like a bitch about something. I don't know. It was somebody acting like a bitch, like a kid, you know, like a younger guy. And I was like, dude, if you fucking came up when I came up,
Yeah.
you know, like guys would
Yeah.
fucking rip your fucking ass, call you stupid as fuck, and they were better than you at this because you couldn't fucking do this shit. And why don't you know how to do this fucking shit? Like at work, you know, work shit, you know. But the same way in MMA, you know, you don't want to be a dick. Like I tell people, everybody starts somewhere.
Yeah.
But like, you know, you want to be obvious, like, you know, you gotta be tough. You gotta give them tough love sometimes, for real.
well, I think the guys
Everybody's
in there
different,
know
too.
I care too. You know, if they don't leave right away, because we weed them out. They'll either leave and they're not there long, they're there a month and then they're out, or they're like, you know, Bell's the shit. And I'll say, hey, come out for dinner. We have cookouts at the house. All these fools have been in my house, except him. He hadn't been out there yet. What's up, man?
Oh, yeah.
He just started.
Yeah, just
Yeah, he's new. So
He'll be
Well,
out there.
You know what? I forgot what I was gonna say, but like with the new guys, or like if they're soft, oh yeah, it was weeding them out.
Yeah.
Like I remember, like what happened with remember that guy like at Louisville Combat when he like somebody hit him and he got all mad.
I think
We wasn't going to hurt.
Yeah.
You was the final bully.
That
But
someone
like,
was me.
You was there. You was there. Yeah. You know the guy. I forgot his name because he left so quick, right? But whatever. I'm like, dude, and he left, and I was trying to even be like, "What's up, dude? Are you good?" Like sometimes people act. He was going a little hard.
Yeah.
Like new people do.
Yeah.
And you know, I
I
always
came
say,
in
But I always tell people, give them grace because they don't know yet, right? Now,
Yeah.
once they know and they're trying to knock you out with malice, okay, you're a fucking dick and you're gonna get knocked out. You're gonna hurt around her.
Yeah.
But anyways, this happened. And then the guy, I was like, "Are you good, man?" And then like something happened. And then I was like, maybe I should, and then he left. And then it happened again. And he like got our shit together and left all mad.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking like maybe I should talk to this guy. But then I thought to myself, you know what? No. Because if this fucking breaks you, if somebody going a little hard on you at sparring is going to make you quit, fuck it, dude. I can't keep you around.
You're gonna
Yeah.
waste
You know
your
what I'm
time
saying?
as a coach,
What
putting everything
can I
into
do
that
for
guy.
you? What can I do
Exactly.
for you? Because
Yep.
you got a thick skin in this game.
Yeah.
You're gonna fucking lose. You're gonna get the shit beat out of you. If you really want to play the game, you're gonna get the shit beat out of you. You're gonna get your heart fucking broke.
That shit's
know what I'm saying?
lonely.
Get ready,
Yeah.
brother, because it ain't easy.
No.
And it actually sucks. The highs are high. The highs are high. Like this weekend with Travis.
That sounds like that was a high.
My endorphins have not been like that level in years. And I was like, fuck yeah. It was just
Would
a
you
real
compare
moment.
it to maybe like being on ecstasy or something?
I don't know if it was, I wish I would have had some ecstasy for right then.
For right then?
And be like, boom, yeah.
Okay,
But it was cool because I was like, fuck yeah. I look over, Travis won. Trevor's right here. We're fucking going. I look over, fucking Rob's over here. Cheesing like a motherfucker.
I'm sure.
I never seen Rob smile like that. And then, like, of course, the fucking everybody's not expecting it. That's
Yeah.
the best.
Yeah, the
That's what,
silence.
I think I talked about that on the podcast before.
Yeah.
Right before we went on, I said the crowd goes wild is great. The crowd going mild is better. When the cheering stops, and you know what I heard in Travis's fight? Gasp. It was loud. Oh, I swear it was a gas. You can watch the video, and it was like it's not people cheering; it's people going, "Oh!"
I think Lance had something. Lance went to Tennessee once, and he fought Jonathan Pierce. who ended up
took
in
his
the
back real quick,
kind of
choking out.
somewhat similar,
Yeah.
maybe.
Lance
He
got
was
him
in,
like 30
hostile.
seconds, though.
That was faster, I guess, but
fast
still
as fuck,
hostile territory. Choke them out in front of their hometown crowd.
And it's the same situation basically.
That's
It's
what,
like,
that Lance thing.
Travis is just if you look at Travis's shit, even like his videos or like his record, you could be like, you probably think he's pretty beatable. Like he's a couple of them, but like I said, Travis, his last fight was good. The one before this,
Sure.
he had a good fight. But as far as potential, he hasn't reached potential.
Yeah. You've only been training MMA now for how long?
Almost 5 years, but like when I started, it was like COVID, so like I got like 2 months taste of it, and then it fucking shut down for like 7 months, and
Yeah.
I wasn't like in good with everybody yet, so
Yeah, I know. He was like
I didn't know him
training.
yet. Yeah, so I didn't get to start back up till like way later, but then I fought like 4 or 5 months later.
But like same thing with Lance. I would say they probably thought JSP. That's what they called him.
JSP.
They thought he was going to go in there, but they don't know Lance.
Yeah. Okay.
Lance did a little slide by, a little pass through. He's good as fuck at that. He's good as fuck at getting your back. He's good at rear naked choke, just like Travis.
Yeah.
If you get him on your back, you're fucked, buddy.
Rear naked choke,
Not-
most common
Not many
submission.
people don't
MMA.
make it out.
Mhm.
It's so easy. I mean,
Yeah.
Here's the thing Travis does. If you want to break it down, and it can get you in trouble a little bit too, is when he gets the back, he doesn't harness. He goes.
Right for the
His
choke.
harness is the choke.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
right on that neck.
Yeah, he's on the
right
neck.
on that
So
neck,
that's part
yeah.
of his motion. Like a lot of people would get the back and they'll try to put the harness in and then work for the choke. He'll go. So by the time you realize he's on your back, he's here, and then you're just fighting that.
yeah, once it's already in.
Yeah, because I seen it. You like got on it and you were already like,
Yeah.
you were already in there. Like it just slowly kind of worked down a little bit. and
Oh, I
like,
did see the
it was-
finish.
yeah.
That is
That
a
was
cool-
that was
I
a
was
cool
like, it's over
video.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did
It's a
you
little
see the
sweet
pic
spot.
of the guy's face?
Yeah.
Because like Travis had him in the rear naked choke. It was like it happened pretty quick. He like got him. Got like a little, and you had his arm trapped. And then
Yeah,
you
just
Pretty
outside
obvious
trip.
that you
Little
had him.
adjustment.
It was like
Yeah.
an outside trip right here. Boom. Then he hit the ground. He fed it in. But I was like, the last fight he had Sergio pretty deep in a rear naked choke, but he just was
thing.
tough and survived.
Yeah.
It was pretty deep though. I thought it's about the end. But this guy, he had him, and I was like, "Ooh, fuck, how good is it? I can't see that well." And then I seen the guy's fucking face, and he was like,
Yeah.
he was
Yeah.
panicking.
He was
I
like,
saw
fuck,
that
I'm
clip.
there.
Yeah, he had the big eyes, and I'm like, "We got it, baby." Once the eyes get big,
Yeah.
and then I seen his hand go up. When you see the Hank and they hesitate,
I saw that. I
I've
saw.
ne-
It looked like
I don't
he
know
was,
if I've ever seen anybody do this
and then recover.
and recover. Like they're already ready. He's
Yeah.
like, "Am I breathing? What do you think, motherfuckers gonna let go?"
Yeah, he's making noises.
Well, I
and
think he's
shit.
either like, am I going to sleep or am I tapping? And
I thought he was
I
gonna
got
go to
one
sleep, for
second-
real.
Yeah.
I got 1 second to decide.
Yeah.
That picture's cool though. The way he's like panicking. I kind of feel bad for the guy too. Though.
Shit, I didn't feel bad for him at all.
Dude, my heart's too big, dude.
Yeah, I did feel bad, but at the same time, I didn't because
He's a nice guy. He was.
he's a
cool.
nice guy. He was cool, but like people were talking shit to me. You know what I mean? When I
Damn.
walked out, some dude.
And he signed
Oh,
up
the
to fight
fucking
you,
hand
and he
guy?
would.
Yeah,
he
he
was
was like, "You
happily
little
fucking
bi-
choked you out.
we're
somebody
walking
called me
out.
a bitch or something.
Did they?
Something was going
We're
on.
like
yeah.
serious. I'm serious as fuck. Like I'm walking out with a guy. My adrenaline's going. I'm ready to fight the fucking corner.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When it's fight time, I'm like, I ain't fucking around. I feel like I'm about to fight.
Hostile
Fight more than
territory.
I fight. No, just every time. I don't know what it is.
Okay.
And there's a guy right here. He had like a little shirt, the Happy Valley American Top
Moose. Yeah.
Team Moose shirt, and he was like, ha ha, like pointed and made a noise. And this dude's like growling. I was like, what the fuck is this, man?
Yeah.
Like you acting like a kid. Ha ha.
Yeah.
Like we're walking out, and I was like,
Like I'm not
okay.
gonna see you in the parking lot later.
No,
homie.
we didn't walk out that way. I wish we did because I was gonna go, ha ha, fucking annoying nerd.
I was apologizing. I was like, "Sorry, motherfuckers." I was kind of talking. I was kind of talking shit during the fight for real. I was just
Yeah,
getting
you were
fired
talking
up.
a little shit. I think that helps sometimes, man.
Yeah.
Because like,
Certainly not boring for the fans.
well, what I'm saying is like, say when a guy like they don't really know.
Yeah.
Like it got like that dude's out there like trying to hitting you with his best shots, and then the guys in front of you like, come on, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You think about like sometimes I don't like when guys are getting the shit kicked out of them. They're talking
You
shit.
see that happen.
Yeah,
People are
but
getting their
like-
ass kicked, and then like,
'Cause
come on.
yeah. But like,
you do see it.
what is it like?
That is an
like
interesting
George
thing.
Foreman and like Muhammad Ali, and like it was like sometimes like Muhammad Ali, George Foreman beat the shit out of him, and then if you look and Muhammad Ali's like, is that all you got? And like then you think about like Muhammad Ali's just talking shit. He's been getting the shit beat out of him the whole fight, but then you hear it like 30 years later from George Foreman's perspective, and George Foreman is like, I was thinking, yeah. That is fucking all I got, and this dude's still staying here, and I'm tired as fuck. So it kind of worked.
Yeah.
You got him,
Thank goodness they did that research for us, right? Seriously. He
Yeah.
admitted it years later. And
Yeah, he did.
He
He
wouldn't
was
have
like-
said that it
It
was
didn't
true
work
if
on
it
my
wasn't.
guy.
He,
Yeah,
did he retired for 10 years after that.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he fought someone after that loss.
Oh,
He
here you
lost to
go,
another
bro.
guy, and then he took 10 years off.
Oh man.
That's a panic
That's
look,
nasty.
dude.
Let's see. I forget what it looks like. Obviously.
Yeah. I seen
That's
that face,
nasty.
and I was like, wrap it up.
Oh
boys.
my God.
Let's
that
get the
looks
show
rough.
on the
Game
road.
time.
Doesn't
It's
look like he's
over.
going to recover.
He's not
from
getting
that.
out, dude.
It's over.
Yeah, he was like, I'm in a minute, but like, fuck it, dude, bro.
That's what we're there to do, baby.
Yeah, you
What
should
we're there to
have.
do.
Well,
Should
guys,
have protected your neck.
I appreciate you coming on the show. I really do. Before we wrap things up, Triumph Combat, located right across the street from St. X High School, really.
1010 Clark's Lane.
1010 Clark's Lane. Everybody check it out.
Hey, you know what? We're in there every day, and we got something for everybody. And like like Bill was saying, if you want to be a fighter, that's the place to be. I think in 1 year, I don't think there's going to be a question about where the best fighters in the city are. Like I think right now it's good. You could be like, but I don't think like there's going to be a lot of guys coming out, and a lot of guys being successful. Not only coming, you can throw fighters out there, but like you're gonna go out and win big fights.
Apparently, Damon's keeping everybody's stats pretty intensely.
I seen that. I seen that in the board, and I was like, this motherfucker. ain't
Hollywood's
playing
got
with
his
the
own stat.
You
That's
got your own
5.
stat
Yeah.
keeper?
I won 5 this year.
That's
5
pretty
fights?
good.
Yeah.
5. Shit.
It'll be 6 in November, motherfuckers.
You're fighting in Bowling Green?
No, I'm fighting in where's that at?
Okay.
Starlight, Indiana. Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Oh yeah, here.
Yeah, Oni fights 2. It's the first one was the Indiana's first sanctioned kickboxing match in history. Now we're gonna shift gears. This one's gonna be Muay Thai. Then we're already talking to casinos, and we're talking to Kentucky Commission. So we're gonna be all over the place, and we're even looking at Tennessee down the road. But anyway, November 8th, Starlight, Indiana, at Joe Huber's restaurant near Huber's Winery. It's gonna be a great show. Yep. We got the biggest building. We've already, we're not going to stay in the same spot all the time. I don't want to grow stagnant. We're moving, all the time moving. We're changing the sport. Some guys are going to be Muay Thai 4-ounce gloves. Some guys will be 10-ounce gloves. Some guys will be modified with no elbows, but it's going to be a good show. No shin pads. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Kind of like Shepherdsville.
Yeah, Hard Rock does
It
that.
happens a couple times a year, but like everybody wants to
Yeah.
watch Shepherdsville.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I used to fight and I'd be like selling tickets. And they'd be like, where you fighting? And I'm like, Expo 5. And they're like, when you come back to Shepherdsville? It's like, dude, it's fucking 17 minutes away. You know what I'm saying? You get there in 20 minutes.
Did you make it to the first show, Kelly?
No.
Well, we sold out. It ended up being a good show. Our Lady of Perpetual Hops, he said that's the most in alcohol sales he's had in one night.
Wow.
So, and the food truck ran out of food.
So everybody was hammered.
Oh, they were hammered.
They were hammered.
And
It was
we
a
were
packed house.
spacing
It was good.
We were spacing the fights out so people could get drinks.
But it was a real well like a
oh yeah
mission accomplished.
we had
First event.
Oh, I didn't think I would even break even. We made profit.
Oh wow.
I didn't even expect to break even. We bought a brand new ring. We did all this. Everything's new. We're not renting. Everything is ours. We own it. So yeah, I thought I was going to lose a shit ton of money. No, it worked out. And the next one, it's going to be bigger.
Have you been making money on the gym?
No, but it ain't about the money. So
okay, no.
The money we do make, then I'm putting it back into the fighters. So
Okay.
do I make money? No, and I haven't. But the gym pays its own bills. Damon Bell has never had to pay for the gym.
Okay.
Aside from opening it, and then but no, the money we do make, we put back into fighters, fight camps, traveling, shit like that. So
Cool.
these guys, fighters aren't fucking rich, but that's why
Especially if you're
going
to be a true fighter's gym.
Yeah. That's why I'm mean to these cats. We weed them out, and the ones who stick around and put it in, I do free privates with the guys who if I set the fight up, I train like I'm doing privates with them for free. Everybody else is $60 an hour just to, because I'm driving an hour to be here and then an hour back. I live in Lawrenceburg, Kentucky.
Oh shit.
So,
well, guys, I appreciate you coming on the show. Thank you very much, Travis, Anthony. Congrats again, both of you, on your wins.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hollywood.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Yep. Two big wins in one night.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, BJ, Damon, also appreciate you guys. I appreciate everyone tuning in. Of course, we'll have another episode of the Kelly Patrick Show out soon. Thank you.